Hi you guys, happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. Today's video is very important to me given the kind of times that we find ourselves in. It's very important that we do anything that we can to make the person in front of us, not in front of us, just feel something that's not so much of a pain or loss, because I know with the times that we are in right now and in the middle of a pandemic, India is seeing its worst cases with COVID, and we all know someone, or we are all someone who has lost someone in the family, or a friend, or a relative, or even when you just don't know someone, when you see about someone's death, it's just very painful to read it. And I just wanted to share my 2 cents on this when it comes to pain, when it comes to dealing with a painful experience such as death, and how do people cope up with it, right? I'm not going to get into the reality of life and the reality of death, and that we are all spiritual beings experiencing the physical body and the human body. I don't think this is something that a lot of people would be in the right frame of mind to understand, and rightly so, right? So when it comes to coping up, no one can judge you for the way you decide to mend what is broken, okay? You decide how you want to move on. You decide what you want to keep, and you decide what you wish to let go of. So no one judges you, and no one tells you how to mend things that are broken, how to mend a relationship that is broken, and how to get over a loss of someone that isn't with you anymore. You decide that for yourself, okay? If someone tells you something, or someone makes you feel bad about it, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them, okay? We all have our own ways of dealing with pain. And if you are sad, if you are crying, if you don't feel like eating, if you don't feel like moving, if you don't feel like doing just the regular mundane work and things that you do, the chores that you do, it's completely okay, right? You have to give yourself the space to feel this emotion, to feel the pain, to feel the loss, and you decide how long you are going to feel it. At the same time, if you are someone who moves on, it doesn't mean that you are not sad over that loss, right? It's a myth that, oh, that person didn't even cry and his mother died, or someone's father died, or a friend died, and that person has just moved on, right? Just because someone has moved on, it doesn't mean that they have forgotten about it. It just means that they choose to move on, and they decide to carry that memory with them, okay? So if you decide that I wish to move on, I wish to do a few things, I need to put this together, I need to take care of myself, I need to take care of my kids even if I don't have my husband, I need to take care of my parents even if I don't have my sibling, anything. You decide your priorities, and you decide how you're going to move on from it. And knowing and accepting that feeling this pain is temporary, it's fresh, it's new, it just happened, it is happening all around us, and there is nothing that we can do rather than taking care of ourselves, taking care of the people around us, staying at home, and just doing the basics that we can, right? Blaming the government, blaming XYZ person, blaming anyone is never the solution. They can be wrong, okay? They can be wrong. I'm not saying who's right or who's wrong. I am saying, are you doing something that takes care of you and that takes you in the right direction, or the steps that you are taking is taking you in the wrong direction, okay? A very beautiful myth that's just out there, which is not so beautiful when you hear it, is pain, you will feel pain for about a year and then it goes away. It's never like that, okay? And that is what makes us human. You take a memory of a person with you, you keep them alive in your body, in your memory, the way they smelled, the way they looked. Even if you have looked at them from a distance, just the way they looked, the way they wore their clothes, the way they dressed, the way their discipline was, the foods that they liked to eat. These are the memories that we are capable to keep with us, and we are capable to take it with us, not in a painful way, but just in a way that I remember you, I see you, I feel you, even if it is just limited to my world and my body, and not many people can see me seeing you. It doesn't mean that you don't exist. Maybe not in the physical reality, but they are out there somewhere, maybe in a better place, maybe in a happier place, who knows, right? But losing someone is not always the end of your life. Yes, maybe you can lose a part of you with them, but then you have to do something. Take your time, okay? You don't have to do something today, you don't have to do something tomorrow, but you have to do a little something to work on this, to make this better, and then move on to something, then work towards something. Find people to talk to. Don't be alone. Reach out for help, reach out for therapy. Talk to someone, talk to your family, talk to your parents, talk to your husband, talk to your friends. Even if you have a friend that you love but you've not you've lost touch with them in the last couple of years, this is the time to call them up and check on them, okay? It doesn't make you a small person, it doesn't make you any less, or it doesn't mean that you don't respect yourself. It's very, very respectful, caring and kind and empathetic of you if you reach out and lend a hand of help. It's the need of the hour, we need it. So it's always these experiences that tells us that life is so fragile. It's so fragile. It's like this. It's like this glass, okay? You can just break it and it's just gone, and then we are like, oh, this was just a glass. A second ago it was a glass, but it's nothing anymore, right? That is how quickly, right? That is how quickly someone from the physical reality can go into a reality that we don't even know if it exists or it doesn't, right? But you have to use these experiences, use what is happening around you as an example to do better. What can you do to be a better human being when we are seeing how fragile this body is, how important breath is, and how important just the power of small things are? So are we going to let this pain and grief and death kill us, or are you going to stand up and do the things that you have always wanted to do, or say a few things to your parents or your family or your friends that you've always wanted to? Or are you going to be egoistic and just be angry and just be in your own space, not letting anyone in because you have been broken once? That's not the way life works. And everything in this life can be a lesson if you really, really keep your eyes open and understand something from it. So with all that is happening, you are free to deal with it in your own way, okay? No one judges you for that, but you have to learn something from this experience, and you have to bring upon a change that you know isn't right about you, but you've been putting it off for some reason, and now is the time to do it. So don't let the pain paralyze you. Let the pain empower you. Let the pain teach you something. Grow from this pain. Don't go through it. Grow through it, okay? Learn something. Become a human being. Become so strong that you can lend a hand to someone who is in pain, and then you create a chain that helps people. And this is what humans are about. We are always, in a way, walking each other home. And there is always something you can do to make someone stay even 0.001% better, and that means the world to that person. So do the best that you can, be more kind, learn something from it, and let's just take a few seconds to say a very small prayer for all the lives we have lost, and may their souls rest in peace. May all of this comes to an end very, very soon. May we all understand the importance of simple things. May we all be a little more kind. And may we all find peace soon. Not just in the world outside of us, but also in this beautiful world and in this whole of a universe that we are. Thank you.